Hey guys, welcome back. Every time. Um, sorry. Anyway, don't mind me. Pisces. Also, don't mind the hair. It's looking like I'm getting an award for country music. I had to take a break from Aquarius to you guys. Okay. My sleep schedule is really jacked up, and I was finally able to go to sleep today before 6 in the morning, and then I woke up at like 10. And then I got a bunch of stuff done. I got a bunch of stuff done. And then finally, like 2 o'clock hit, and I was like, whoa. Which is normally what time I'm getting up. Because I usually fall asleep at like 6, 7 in the morning. What's of abundance, stranger. Anyway, so I took like an hour nap. And then I got back up, and I feel great. I have energy. Which is a difference from last week because that was rough. Yeah, life is still lifing, but you know it always does. Anyway, Pisces, we're gonna start with your etheric energy, and then we're gonna ground it down to the 3D and see what's going on. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. Transmutation. Interesting. Excuse me. I feel like you guys have gone through um what is it? What is it? What is that? Hang on, let me pull out some more cards. You guys are transmuting some childhood trauma. You guys, there's something with this card that it's not giving me. Yeah, 29, which would be 31, which would be 4. Yeah. Something about childhood, home trauma. But right now, it's almost like you have it has ears wide open. It's almost like you're fully, and you have 33. You're fully in tune right now with your ancestors. You're actually listening to your guides. You're following your intuition. Um, there's some kind of door opening. There's an access to something you've been trying to, like a. I'm hearing perfect timing. Yeah, the farther gate. What did I say? There's a farther gate that you've been trying to reach, and it's saying take the bold step forward. Bold step forward. There's a door opening here, and you're being given the full go ahead. Look at this light shining down. It's shining down exactly on the gate, and it's saying go through, the door is open with 55 meaning changes. But it's because you've been listening. I feel so. I'm seeing this fox big ass ears. Okay, um, whatever the animal is. I'm guessing it's a fox, but and his ears are what? But when I saw them, I saw like satellites. So almost like you've been dialed in, tuned in. Why did I say toned in? Tuned in to like you're waiting for the right moment, perfect timing. because you've transmuted. You've transmuted. You've transmuted enough of the energy that you needed. You transmuted enough fear because you're in full fire here, right? So you've transmuted that you've blah, transmuted that fear into fire. This is reverse, and I don't take reversals on this. And then there's another 3. So you got 333, 33. No, you got, because this is 29. Oh, it's 32, so that's 5. So you got another 5. So you got 555. You got 333. And this is the Horseman, the Herald of Change. It's almost giving like oh, when is it that they would do that? Like when they would come in their horse. It's almost like you guys are saying that your guides are saying, "Hey, it's time to go," and they're blowing that horn. Is it Gabriel's horn? And they're saying the start the races basically. And I'm seeing like the horse scenes, like the Kentucky Derby. Is that what it is? I'm hearing rewrite at dawn. Rewrite at dawn, and it looks like there. Look, it looks like there's a dawn coming in. Why do these cards not fit? What's happening? Skywriting, the fates. This is something you're fated to. This is something you're contracted to do. This is something that was meant to already to happen. It's been written in the skies for. This has been set up for a long time now. This is meant to happen. Yeah, look, skywriting, the fates. It was already pre-written that this was going to happen. This is a contract. But I don't feel like this is something bad. I think this is something. Look, the Garden of Venus. And I just heard the Garden of Eden. Rest and renewal. And then I just saw like a couple and a guy with his head in the girl's like lap in a garden. That's what I saw. Almost like a rest and like rest and rejuvenation is what I was more getting. Almost like you're able to rest your soul. Not just your body, like your soul gets rest. This doesn't have to be about a relationship, but this is just what I saw. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like you've transmuted a lot of you faced a lot of your fears, and you've been able to transmute a lot of that pain and see a lot of the things that you were a lot of uh, actions and a lot of things that you were playing out using fear and trauma from your past. But because you've done that, it's almost like you tuned in to the universe, you're fully tuned in, and you're listening and you're being guided, and you're actually following your intuition. Um, it feels like these ears are not like for human ears, like not for human listening. This feels like they're big. They're huge ears. They're like satellite ears. And then with the farther gate, you're taking a bold step forward. They're telling you to take a bold step forward because there's change coming in. And this is something that has been written in the stars. It's been written in the stars. This is fated to be. And with 49, that's 54. That comes to 9 again. Nine could be like with the 9 of Pentacles, a wish fulfillment. My nose is starting to itch with you guys. Okay, let's start going let's ground it down to the 3D. Oh my god, that was fast. Oh, double rainbow. Like that's there. Double rainbow. Divine intervention. Yeah. It feels like you were a little bit um off your path, or you were having a little bit of a hard time with listening to your intuition. You were using fear to allow yourself to be led or make choices, or even just allowing, knowing that you were choosing things that weren't right for you just because it was easier and you knew you wouldn't get hurt. But I think you got hurt anyway, to be honest with you. Um, but then you've ascended. You've taken the time. You've been doing the work. You've been doing the things that you've needed to do. And I feel like you did fight along the way. Like it wasn't something you wanted to do. There was some kind of tower moment that made you look within. It was inevitable. This was perfect timing. It was serendipitous. It was meant to happen the way it was supposed to happen. Um, I do feel like there was a couple things that happened. I do feel like there was somebody that triggered this, and also a series of unfortunate events on your part, on your end. Um, you being shown that what you were choosing was not. I was gonna say choosing you, which it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. Like obviously, um, it just wasn't. It just wasn't right. It just wasn't right. It was like wearing two shoes, two sizes two sizes too small. English is hard. You've been getting a lot of light codes. If you're getting a lot of ear ringing, a lot of like vibration, feeling like not dizzy. It doesn't feel dizzy. You could feel dizzy, but it just feels like a vibration, like a warmth throughout your crown chakra. Um, this is promises you've made in past lives, but this is also a promise made to you. I feel like this is a promise made. If this is a person, this is a promises that you've made to somebody else in a past life that you would keep your word in this life, is what I'm getting. Or vice versa. This is somebody that made a promise to you. But this is something, promises kept, as above, so below. Yeah, I feel like you're finally in sync, or you're getting there. You're finally in sync. And with a double rainbow, I feel like you could also be in an LGBTQ community, which is, whatever. I just say it because of the double rainbow here. But I feel like you're reaching that level of as above, so below. You're finally feeling like your mind, your heart, and your intuition are matching, right? Okay, let's clarify ears wide open for Pisces. Oh, it's too many. Okay, this is what I'll do. I'll do this, 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 and then this. And I have them all. We got start transformation. Yeah, there's been a transformation. There's been changes. Um, hmm. You've been really restless. You've been really restless. You've been ready to move. You're wanting it to arrive quickly, and you've been waiting for it. You've been waiting. You've been waiting. It's almost like you've been waiting to hear some kind of click on a lock on a door of some kind, and it's happening. Like that door is wide open now. Um, it is giving me details. It's giving me somebody who's really tall. It is also giving me, this could be like with stork. There could be a pregnancy, or you could either have someone pregnant now, uh, or you could be having a pregnancy. But I also take that as in, um, birth of coming together, a birth of a career, a birth of a project, a birth of whatever it is, right? It can be a birth of many ideas. It could be a birth of whatever. But I'm also getting this could be a birth of a child. So you could be having a child, or you could have a child with, if this is somebody, right? If this is a person for you and not a career. If it's career, it could be the birth of a new project. Um, and then we have rabbits. And there's another one under here. Oh my god. Look at this. A farther gate, clarifying the farther gate, we got fireworks and rabbits. What is this? Well, obviously, I mean, yeah. And then the one is giving, like the and then with rabbits it's giving the ace of wands. Yeah, this is going to be something really passionate. There's going to be such good chemistry. The lust and desire is going to be off the wall. um this is going to be celebration. It's going to feel um like they're like you're gonna have so much to celebrate, and you're gonna want to celebrate whatever this is or whoever this is. You're just gonna want to celebrate everything. Something about the new year. Hot sex. Damn, explosive excitement. Okay, and then we have rabbit, which is talking about new beginnings. You have a very strong desire for this person, but maybe you're shy. Maybe they're shy. A sudden increase, because rabbits are luck. This is making for very fertile ground, and I mean that in every aspect, every sense of the word. The fertile ground, there, anything can grow here. Everything can grow here, including kids. So if you don't want kids, make sure you're using protection, because the ground is very fertile everywhere. I'm talking about like a green thumb, projects, businesses, everything. It feels like there's some really good dharma between both of you. You know what I'm getting? I'm getting, like back in the day when women were made to marry men, and then they had their, oh my gosh, what's the word? Basically they paid men to marry women, which is crazy because getting a wife on its own was its own price, because basically they were getting a house servant. Um, they would get oh my gosh, you guys know what I'm talking about? The dowry, a dowry, right? Um, so it feels like whoever you're dealing with has a dowry from the universe, and that is um, it goes with whoever they choose and they end up with, and of course treat them correctly. That dowry will never be let go with just anybody, but they have like a really good dowry, if that makes sense, from the universe. So it's not something you can technically see. It's almost like a, a spiritual dowry, and that means that everything, there's growth wherever this person goes. This person is really clever. They're very resourceful. Fertility. Look, I'm getting multiply, sex, and procreation. Mm, Pisces, whoever you are. And then clarifying the Herald of Change, you got iceberg. Yeah, there's a lot more than meets the eye in the situation. Um, there's so much that you haven't even seen yet. There's a need to look deeper. Um, this person could be very mysterious. Buried memories. You're gonna have, oh, when you guys connect, when you guys meet, when you guys get together, I'm seeing a kiss that's gonna activate everything, and you're actually going to remember your past lives with them. Buried memories, subconscious, yeah. Even anything that's an illusion is gonna come to light. It's almost like they're gonna activate you uh not that you're turned off, but I'm almost seeing like a switch of like a piece of your subconscious that's been turned off, and this person is coming in to activate it. You guys are even gonna open like portals during like lovemaking, like new love, like new portals of love. Um, you guys are gonna be doing the most. This shit's crazy. Hidden depths and very complex. And then it's 26, that's giving 8, that's giving infinity, which is infinity is a symbol for many things. It's also the symbol for healing and Reiki. So this relationship is going to be very, very healing, but for the both of you. This relationship is going to be very healing. And I feel like there's a lot having to do with schmecks. I'm trying to be better. Um, I feel like that's going to be very healing. It's going to heal the both of you. There's something that's like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. Clarify the oh my gosh, what is this? Pisces. Child. And then we got 13, which is 4, which is Cancer, home. Yeah, like this is gonna be a very loving home. This is gonna be like one of those homes that you see on TV that you know are like they're fake, they're on TV, but it's gonna be real. Like it's gonna be the real love. Like I'm getting like the Brady Bunch, but the real love, the real, not a TV show, right? I'm seeing just the passion out inside, the love inside the home, um, the outside. I don't know how to explain this. I don't know how to. It's almost like if something that if you had made this up in your mind, it wouldn't have even tapped close this is just something very different. And I feel like it's going to be modern, but it's also going to be old school. So it's not like I feel like for whoever you're dealing with, I don't feel like they're just going to be some kind of uh just like the basic the mother stay at home, the father works. It's going to be different. It's not going to be, but there is going to be that I'm having a really hard time explaining this because I've never had this, so I'm having a hard time. The closest I can think of is like the Brady Bunch, where like they show so much love and they love each other. Like obviously in real life that's not real. That was never real, but imagine the Brady Bunch, but the woman, uh, is it Jan? No, that's the daughter. I can't remember the mom's name. She works and she does her own endeavors and she has her own freedom. It's a different time, right? Um, and she's not one to just. Did she work? I can't remember. Why did they have a maid if she didn't work? I think she did work. I cannot remember. I can't remember. You know what it's giving? It's giving Mary Poppins. I don't know if you remember Mary Poppins. At the beginning, the dude's he's coming home from work, and the mom's leaving, and they have cooks or whatever, and the mom's leaving and she's going to a woman's rally where she's fighting for women's rights. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. Like, but she still like has dinner, and the kids were taken care of, like that kind of thing. That's what I'm getting, right? That's it's like a mixture of that is what I'm getting. But look, there's a child here, another child. Like if you don't want children, seriously, strap it up. um this is going to be again really innocent. It's brand new. It's very creative. Oh, you guys are both very creative. You guys are going to be very spontaneous. One of you is very spontaneous, if not both of you. It's very carefree. It's very no fighting. It's almost like a dance that you guys both know, and you guys move swiftly, and you guys understand each other's movements. Inexperience. Both of you have never been in any of this. You guys have never been in this kind of relationship before. You guys are going to have a new perspective. And then, boy, Yeah, this is for somebody brand new. This is not for somebody that you've been with before. Um, Somebody that you've never had an actual relationship with, physical. Um, uh, yeah. But if you guys do have a child, it's going to be a boy. This is going to change your perspective on so many things in life. It's going to open you both in a whole different to a whole different experience, if that makes sense. I know I say that a lot, but I want you guys. And at the bottom we have snake, deception, jealousy. Everybody's gonna hate your guys' relationship. Everybody's gonna hate your guys' relationships on both sides. There's gonna be people that hate you guys. There's gonna be people that are gonna try to intervene. This is just gonna make you guys laugh, honestly. This is honestly, and it'll give you guys a hit of an ego because it'll be like, wow, everybody hates us being together. And the more people hate you being together, understand that the higher of level of spirituality of great change you're meant to make in this world. Because why do you think there's so many people hating on you, right? Because it's that energy, it's that powerhouse, it's that like, whoa, these two people together, right? You got betrayal, backstab, toxic, silent treatment, seduction. There's people that are going to stop talking to you, people that are going to try to seduce you guys on both sides, sexuality, counterproductive. Yeah. I don't feel like that's going to make much noise, especially for whoever I'm reading for, because you guys both seem like in your power. I don't feel like it's going to affect you much, but it is going to be around you. So just so you know about it, there's going to be a lot of hate toward this relationship. All right, let me get you guys a guidance card. You guys got two. And I can't see. It says, shine from within, looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. Yeah. And then moon energy, surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. Maybe you guys are worried because this person's not gonna look like your typical, what you're normally used to. I don't know. Um, yeah, I don't know. But it says to follow your intuition, so I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. Usually looks are second for me, so um, yeah. Anyway, Pisces, that's all I have for you guys. I hope that helped. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys soon. Yes? Bye.